Welcome to Broadstairs Life, where I speak with the people who make Broadstairs such a special place. I'd like to welcome you to Broadstairs Life, and today I'm sat here with Carina. Now, Carina is holistic therapies, bed and breakfast, and lots of other things, isn't it?
Hello, Barry. Thank you very much for inviting me to talk on your podcast.
That's fine.
Yeah, my name's Carina. I'm from Ireland. I found out about Broadstairs about in 2010, and I kept coming back on holiday. And
like a lot of people.
Like a lot of people,
yeah.
So eventually in 2009, I found a little one-bedroom apartment. Mm-hmm. And I decided, I went to the bank of Daddy and kind of said, Dad, can you help me out here? And Dad said, yeah, come on, let's do this. And so I bought a little apartment in Broadstairs. And then within a couple of years, I had transformed it into a BnB. Sadly, my mum passed away. See her picture there?
Oh, I see her picture.
Yeah, she's really inspired a lot of my creativity.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so I had to spend a few months over in Ireland, and I had a girlfriend who was really good at this kind of admin side, and I'd never even heard of Airbnb, and so she set it up for me. And then when I came back, I continued it on, and I also then found work recently in the last year or so in an incredible space in Broadstairs called Tide Therapies.
Yeah.
That works with Dr Haushka, and Georgia is the manager there, and she's got an incredible team of therapists. So I'm very privileged that that is literally a 5-minute walk from my
So you're
home.
linked in with a lot of people, aren't you?
Well, I'm just very lucky.
Yeah.
I guess the nature of my personality is that I do sort of go up to people and say hello, and ask them all about them, and that way then you find out what's going on in your community.
Yeah.
Particularly Tilly at Curiosity Cafe. She has been very supportive to me in any of my creative endeavours. So once the B&B kind of got going, and I ended up using a system called Booking.com.
Oh yeah.
It's a global
right.
It's a global setup. So for me, that was a massive feat in IT learning, because I had no clue how these things worked. So it's been very beneficial of kind of getting new people, and then it encourages regularity. Like I have a couple staying at the moment. This is the 4th time they've stayed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they come
so
every...
you're getting the regular guests.
Yeah, they come every year for Folk Week, and they always insist, and so I give them a special price. So I can be negotiable that way when it's the B&B, especially when it's locals. I like to support local people as well when they have visitors.
But you don't just do B&B here, do you?
No, downstairs
where we're sat at the moment.
Yeah. It's like a sort of a private space, but I turned it into, because a lot of people wanted to try and get appointments with me, and they couldn't get appointments with me, so I brought my therapy couch with me from London, and I set up a private therapy space. And then people started asking me about, well, what is this over here? They noticed some of the artwork that I have on the walls here, you see, by Celia Gregory. Celia Gregory is known for, I'm not sure if it's still going now. It's called the Marine Foundation. Right. So what she does, she's a sculptress, and she creates these works of art under the sea that ironically needs, what's it called? Rebar. It's kind of a form of steel that gives it its base, its structure, and then she creates these statues. Not sure what they're made of, actually. And then they grow coral reefs on them.
Oh, really?
So she now has a few dotted around the world. I think the most famous one is in Bali. But you can look it up. It's Marine Foundation, but I'm not sure if she's actually got that operational anymore. But all the information is there. And Celia Gregory is her name.
Coral grows from the...
Yeah, coral grows out of the statue. It's the most extraordinary thing.
Yeah.
So years ago, I met her through another film contact that I had in London. And I found her through LinkedIn, and initially she was like, "Who is this mad woman trying to contact? Who's trying to contact me?" And I said, "Look, I've been looking at some of your work, and I have written an epic storybook about mermaids and fairies, sort of saving the planet." And she said, would you be interested? And so she came along, and I paid her then a commission, and we worked for like about 6 months together on crafting the characters from the book into images. And so that's what she did for me. And it was all very kind of, very old school in a sense, that she was literally drawing. Wow. She was literally drawing, and it was an amazing piece of work. So she did about 108 images for me. So what I've done here is I've just...
And these were for the book?
These are all for the book, yeah. This is all made on seaweed paper. I also have a little mini documentary made on that, which is only about 2.5 minutes long. That can be seen on YouTube. Right. Sylvia, if anybody looks up Sylvia's Wish YouTube, and you'll see a kind of a documentary. That was created in London by a company called Calvert's that helped me. Because when I went to publishers, they're like, we don't really know what to do with you, Carina. Where is the market for this? How are you going to sell this to? I said, well, it's quite universal. It covers you whether you're 9 or 91. So it ended up going into universities.
Right.
As a kind of a study book for folklore and mythology, because that is actually the basis of a lot of it. Is education, is science, socio-economics, and sort of a psychology, if you like. Yeah. So the basis is, it's about the crux of it is this young girl, age 11, probably situated in Ireland. It's autobiographical in some ways. She wants to become a mermaid and a fairy. And the gods kind of go, what?
So where did the inspiration for mermaids and fairies come from?
I think I would actually... I can't really point a finger at anyone or anything. I think growing up in the west of Ireland, and I had quite a free childhood, no phones, no, we had lots of land.
Yeah.
I would literally go out and talk to the animals. Like, for example, like the Dad had people on the land, and the guys there were trying to shear the sheep.
Yeah.
And I'd go and talk to the sheep
individually. You talk to the sheep?
And tell them what they were going to do, that they're going to yank them out and going to put this in the side of the mouth. Yeah. Men were going mad with me. They're like, So as a child, and I had a kind of a butterfly sanctuary up in the loft, where I had it's almost, I called it the Butterfly Hotel, where I would make matchbox and make little homes for the caterpillar. It's in the book actually. This whole I've taken the ideology of transformational. That's kind of what it is. It's like a transformation of the caterpillar pupa all along the stages.
All along the stages.
All the stages, until it comes. And then just open out the loft doors and let the butterflies go. So that's what I used to do as a child. So when you think about it, when you come from that, and my dad's a very strong businessman, and my mum was very creative, always on the piano. And so I'm very lucky that I was brought up with that balance. And so that's probably where all this imagination kind of came from, and reading little books as a child. But other than that, I really don't know where it all came from. Maybe it's from my grandparents from County Clare, because that's where I wrote it actually. I hired a cottage for about a month, and I just hid myself away from the public. But it was back years ago, 2017. Yeah. I'm not doing this as a kind of a commercial endeavour. I mean, Sylvia's Wish is like a sort of a personal dream for me. But it's got deep messages about ocean conservation as well, and also how to bring...
Which is an important subject.
Very important subject. And it's like, I think it's a subject that gets banded around. We don't even know where to begin or end with it, because we've kind of based a world on economics. So that's why I bring in the ideology of a caring economics. And how we can...
looking after our environment.
How we can turn conflict into care, and so I use an awful lot of ideologies like that in the storybook, taking from sort of real life things that happen, like men going out illegally fishing, but then when they die, their souls go to Mer Heaven, and they have a different experience. So there's a whole selection of stories like that are deeply educational and philosophical. Would you like to listen to a little bit of it, that I can put on some of the audio?
You can put a bit on if you like.
Mr. Stag to the rescue. Suddenly, out of the tree's shadows, stood a mighty brown stag with majestic antlers and a strong fairy body. He smiled at the stunned fairy girl, who was tears in her eyes, as she felt terribly frightened of the big deer in front of her. Fair Sylvie was shaking as she first spoke. But then, as she looked into the eyes of Mr. Stagg, she became calm. "Oh, Mr. Stagg, I was so terribly lost. Thankfully you're here. I do not feel I am alone now. I need to find the seashore. I must return to the sea to transform back into a mermaid again. I have to swim back to the magical Mer Kingdom." Mr. Stagg smiled again, staying calm and steady as he spoke to Fair Sylvie. "I promise you will know exactly what to do along your new adventures in our worlds. You will be guided every time your wings move in the air or your mermaid tail splashes in the waters. Let your heart guide you with faith and trust throughout this eternal kingdom." Fair Sylvie flew over to his magnificent sacred animal to rest her weary fairy body upon his strong antlers. His magnificent body carried her as they weaved swiftly and gracefully through the trees. At last she could see the shore. The moon was starting to make its way up towards the night sky.
That was very soothing
Yeah.
to listen to, wasn't it?
Yeah. But a lot of people kind of like my voice anyway. They kind of say, and I've recorded my voice for sort of meditations and also a cappella singing.
Oh, really?
It's another thing that I do. It's like this kind of secret world
Yeah.
that I created, because it's not so much that I'm put off by the commercial world. It's just for the commercial world, you really need to have the right people around you. You really need to have people who will be able to sort of explain your work. And it's quite scary to put yourself out there. You know, you're very vulnerable when you do that, because you're open to ridicule and you're open to what does this one know what she's on about?
So
you know, she's a beauty therapist.
What you've just handed me here is obviously a copy of a CD.
Yeah.
Transform Your Journey. Is that...
Another body of work.
So that's
There's
another
there's-
avenue of things that you do.
Yeah.
But is that also something that relaxes?
Yes, because of the a cappella version, and maybe you can always listen to one or two. The a cappella is very soothing. I mean, if do you know? Have you been to Ireland?
Once.
Yeah.
Went to Belfast.
In a lot of, especially in these kind of rural parts, no, it happens in Dublin too. It happens in cities too. It happens across the world. It's happening even in Folk Week this week.
Yeah.
I've even sang at Folk Week in the Sailing Club, where they have kind of an open mic night, which was kind of extraordinary array of people from everywhere coming just to present themselves of a poem or a song or instrument. Or
Which
whatever.
is a nice thing to do.
You see, that's kind of, my grandparents kind of were part of that era and going way back. So what people would be asked to do in the past, and this happened across, this is probably a global thing, but it was particularly in Ireland anyway, I remember, that you'd get up and say, now, have you got a song for us? Or have you got a poem for us? Or have you got, what can you do? Can you do anything? And so that, I think that's what happened with a lot of the cultures. It's just that people were encouraged to get up and express something of themselves.
Which is a nice thing to do, isn't it?
It's very important. So I turned that into sort of, obviously I've had huge failures in my love life, but I'm very happy about that. I'm quite relaxed about it. It's just part of life. And so I've utilised those stories in my songs, and then I've also utilised other things that nature crying out for help for us as well. So I'm utilising my voice and my words in those kind of ways of my way of kind of giving back.
Yeah. Which is a nice thing to do, isn't it?
Well, I think it's the least I can do. You know, I'm just very lucky.
But it's good for you as well, isn't it?
I find it very therapeutic. My mom was an artist, and sadly, when she died, thank God, I had kind of amassed a body of her work, her artwork, and her words. She was always coming out with these phrases and proverbs.
Oh, did you?
And I made a tally of everything,
Yeah.
and I put it together, and I called Mom's the Word.
Ah.
And I only got about 9 or 10, literally in the local printers, kind of done at home. And then literally at her funeral, I had to get about 600 done Yeah, because everybody wanted a copy
Wanted
of
a
Mum's the
copy.
Word. Yeah, so
And that's quite a nice.
it was a really nice thing to do.
Yeah, it's a nice remembrance of your mate with your mum. It's a nice memory.
It's very important for
But
Saskia.
it's a shared memory as well.
It's a shared memory, yeah.
Yeah.
And my family really appreciated that that we did that together. It was so funny. I was running around the kitchen after her. Mum, would you sit down for just a minute? I just want to go through these. I have so much to do, Carina. I said, Mum, you're not well. You shouldn't be doing this, that, and the other. I couldn't stop.
That's a
her.
mum for you, isn't it?
Yeah. So I guess I've been brought up with that, and now that's probably why I love the housekeeping. I love I love making all the little touches in the B&B. I've got like these little fairy doors just hidden behind the fireplace. I've got pity you can't see it at the moment because I've got guests up there.
We got a fairy door in our garden.
I got a fairy door in the garden. Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
But it's great, and I've got a doll's house up there and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and I've got a beach hut thing there as well. And I've got videos on YouTube where I've actually recorded my voice and music and having little stories from each of the little places.
Really nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
So, if maybe I collaborate with the right people, I will. But in the meanwhile, I quite like sharing that sort of secret world, if you like, with visitors.
But you're in a happy place with what you do, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. And I'm
Yeah.
very lucky with Tide. I find that very grounding. And I meet the most incredible people in Broadstairs, both who live here, who've come here to live, or who are visiting here. So I'm very lucky at Tide. What Georgia has created is exceptional. But I also have my own space
your own
as well.
space.
I've got my own space to do that, and I am attracting people for that as well. Because I'm no longer working in London now, really. So Broadstairs is really my base.
This is it.
Yeah, but I'm over 30 years doing what I do, so I think that's where my confidence is. My confidence is
And I think
being
you
a
have to have
therapist.
confidence, don't you?
You
in what
have to have
do.
confidence and particularly like
And belief.
And belief, yeah. Well, it's quite tricky when you say to people, "I believe in mermaids." They look at you like you've got 10 heads, but it's quite interesting.
Because you take your mermaid thing to children, don't you?
I do, yeah, I do, and I'm very lucky with the Curiosity Cafe with Tilly.
Yeah.
So the whale here, myself. No, I'm joking. I dress up as a mermaid for children, and they draw.
You've been on the beach, haven't you?
And
You've
it's
had
just,
the children there.
Yeah, it's coming up again on the 21st of August, Viking Bay, between 3 and 4. And it'll be great fun. And honestly, it's the innocence. This little child comes over to you and gives you these shells. And it's only 2.5. Yeah. I mean, you cannot, that's to me is priceless. It's not commercial.
Children believe.
Correct.
And I watched Punch and Judy the other day.
There you go.
You look at children's faces.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is real.
Yeah. And they're mesmerised.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah. And that's what audience want as well. I mean, even one of the things I'm thinking about doing, and I'm going to practice it on a lady next week who agreed. Because I've been doing massage so long, I can kind of do that.
Yeah.
Eyes closed. I know exactly what I'm doing. But you heard the little bit of the excerpt of Sylvie's Wish there.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on the background and do the massage.
Yeah.
And that's a very good way of putting storytelling into somebody in a very... It's like a lullaby.
Because they're relaxed.
They're very relaxed and they're more perceptive and they're more receptive to the information. Yeah. And it goes deep into them. I've done it before with groups, actually.
I can remember years ago going into one of those where you lay in the water.
Yes, like a flotation tank.
Yeah, a flotation
tank. It's immersion.
Tank.
Yeah.
And they just play a very soothing music.
Yeah.
Boy, you chill out.
Yeah, because...
You really...
Yeah, it works on the... I don't know what they call them. Is it beta or theta waves or something in the brain? But it works somewhere in your brain. And that's what I do in massage anyway.
Yeah.
I bring people to that sort of deep state of relaxation. It's hard for people to let go.
Oh, it is.
You can't just kind of say to somebody, relax.
Life is a very stressful thing.
Life is very complicated. You know, people have relationship issues, people have health issues, people are worried about things that they sometimes can't control. Yeah. And by sometimes going to a therapist, it gives them the opportunity to let go, only if they want to.
Yeah.
I never force anybody to relax.
You've got to want to.
Yeah. And sometimes it's quite funny. You might get a really lovely wife who says, I'm going to send the husband into you. I'm like, oh, God. And he's sitting there with his arms folded going, this has been booked for me. And you're just going, okay, right, well, let's start off with a glass of water and consultation, shall we?
Yeah.
You know, and then you just gradually kind of...
So you always talk to people first?
I have to, yeah. They have to understand a little bit about what's going on, even if they're a
Because
veteran
it's
of
not
massage.
it's not so much intrusive, but it's physical, isn't
Oh,
it?
you know,
So people have to understand that it's going to be a physical thing.
absolutely, I mean, it can be very invasive for people. You know, some people say they don't want...
don't touch me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, but luckily for me, most people, 99.9% of
out.
people, they're totally in the door. They're literally taking off their top as they're walking in, kind of thing. But it's basically, you just have to handle people.
Yeah.
And I'm very lucky with my career because I was working in like dance studios, yoga studios, 5-star spas, you know, whatever, that sort of level of hospitality. You meet quite a wide genre of people in your career.
And do you find that here in Broadstairs? You mean,
it is, well, I guess you could say
another
Broadstairs is
balance
quite
of
affluent in some ways, but it's quite a mixture of demographics down here because I also do community work in Ramsgate, a project called Happy Mondays at Arts in Ramsgate on the High Street, where you work with special needs and different demographics
that's really
of
nice,
people
though. Do you
who are
get a lot back
unemployed.
from that?
That's incredible, yeah, because I do hand massage for that, so you're touching people.
Yeah.
So it's working with different demographics, and yes, you will get that kind of demographic of people in Broadstairs that you see when you go to work in the spa Tide. But I am open to everyone, you know. It's like I'm not necessarily judgmental on any form. Obviously, you have to be careful about anybody coming into your home space.
Of course.
That is a different kind of private world.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, especially for the community service now that I'm doing on a Monday, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Because it opens these people up to a service that they would never even consider.
No.
They wouldn't even know what essential oils were. No. Now they're coming
do
in
you see
asking for scent. You can see a change.
Oh, you see, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Do you see a change in people?
In some people, it's going to be very hard to make a change. Their social their living standards and their social circumstances are so complex.
Yeah.
I am not a social worker. I cannot go in and change somebody's life. They might be severely overweight. They may have terrible emotional issues. They might have... It's a long list. I mean, it's unbelievable some of the situations
coming to do
that you learn
something
about.
like, you know, when you do therapy with them, obviously it's both physical and mental. It can change people, can't it?
Oh, very much so. I mean, because also it's collective as well. It's Ellie and Carson. Carson's just had a baby now, but so we've got another girl called Ellen come in. It's the three of us there that are in the premises, and we are the sort of the go-tos. We are there to hold the space for them.
Yeah.
It's a social club as such that way. They're interacting with each other, and they regulate each other then.
Yeah.
You know, it's very interesting, and some deep friendships and kind of connections have been made through it, and it's been very, very powerful. But I will be honest, you cannot just create change overnight. It can take years.
Yeah.
There's so many other things around it, and I hate to say that money is a kind of a big part of it.
Yeah.
But by offering the consistency of being somewhere every week, it really does form a kind of regularity. And do you find that people
are looking forward to coming in?
Yeah.
Because it gives them their time of peacefulness.
It's time away. It's time. Who knows what's going on in their personal life? It's none of my business.
No.
But it gives them a space to come to. And then, like recently, we had them. Ellie and Carson were creating all these outfits that were like the obelisk or the post box.
Yeah.
And they would cut it out in cardboard and stick it on the people, you know. And
really?
so they were kind of like a walking model village, and we won Best Eco Award for it.
Oh, really?
So
that's really good.
It was really, really good. That was part of the Ramsgate Carnival. So that's what I mean, and getting them to be seen, and heard, and part of the community. Yeah. Then it builds up their confidence, you know. So be lovely to have a happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, you know, and roll it out like
Who
that.
knows?
So yeah, we're looking at the kind of the long term of that, and especially Ellie is really driving it. But so that's a kind of a window into my world. And if you had any other kind of questions, I don't want to frighten people with the mermaid stuff.
No, the mermaid. I mean,
it's a bit of magic, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? And like, I mean, I've seen you down on the beach when you were there with
oh no,
with Una.
Yeah, Irina's amazing.
Yeah, and you do the music and it. She does all. There's loads in there that goes on, and it's really nice to see.
It is. It's magical.
And like you say, when you watch children's faces,
yeah,
it's really nice.
That's the secret, isn't it? Because goodness knows what they're going to be facing in the next 20 years. Yeah. So at least if you give them the stability of that sort of magic and safety, you can kind of build some sort of hope. And that's really what I want to do.
And everybody's got their own interpretation about mermaids, haven't they?
They do, really. I mean, I suppose it's quite a personal thing in some ways. I mean, I went to a talk recently in London called Connection with Wonder. About kind of giving you the context of mermaids all over the world. And part of my story is that I've got these mermaids, from Russian mermaid, I've got an Indian mermaid, I've got I've mermaids of different nationalities, and they pair up with different mermen.
Oh, really?
And they have to do a POW mission. So I've turned the word POW, instead of prisoners of war, I've made it pearls of wisdom.
Pearls of wisdom. That's good. Yeah,
and they have to go into the hadal layers, the deep layers of the ocean. This little map here. Yeah. And they have to find these ancient pearls of wisdom and bring them up to the surface of water.
Oh, really?
I'm showing Barry a map of the world and how I orchestrated these different tectonic plates.
Right.
I did a lot of research into the ocean, the depths of the ocean, especially the hadal and abyssal layers, where we can't go as such. I think some people have gone down there in submarines, but it's very dangerous down there. So it's very interesting that all of these are based on the Pearls of Wisdom mission teams that go down and bring up these pearls of wisdom up to the top of consciousness, the top of the water, to awaken consciousness for humanity. It's hard to explain, really. It's quite a deep book.
I was about to say, I would imagine it's quite deep, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also the ocean being deep as well.
Yeah.
As a little side issue.
Yeah.
But no.
So when the time is right, I guess I will kind of get myself out there to communicate it better. I think it's just been a little bit of fear of kind of trying to get this out there. It's a little bit kind of scary, and that's why I was very pleased when universities took it on. Yeah. Because then it means that, believe it or not, there are people who actually study folklore and mythology. Seriously.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, they really do.
No.
And so they would use my book as a reference, and also because it was made on seaweed paper.
So, you have your book, which is called
Sylvie's Wish.
Sylvie's Wish.
sylvieswish.com. So you can actually buy it online. I haven't got it on Amazon yet. Everybody asks me if I got it on Amazon, whatever.
But not yet.
Not yet. No. But hopefully it should work on sylvieswish.com.
And then you've got your a cappella CD, haven't you?
Yeah, that's on YouTube.
Transform Your Journey.
Yeah, and the other one was Love Unknown.
Love Unknown.
Yeah.
So if people wish to...
Yeah, they can listen to it online. Yeah. Come meet me in person if you want a CD. I'm very old school, really, with the CD player. I even have a cassette player. I have a vinyl record player upstairs. Typewriter behind you. Back. Well,
they've come back. They went away, but what comes back is.
I think it's just a balance, myself.
And do you know what else it's about?
Go on.
You pick it up.
Yeah.
Digital. It's just on your phone.
It's in your hand.
Yeah.
There's something about vinyl. Opening. Yeah.
Vinyl. I mean.
Yeah. Opening the record and putting it on.
Because now, younger people say, a record? What's a record?
What's a record, yeah.
What's a record? You go, well, it's a round vinyl disc.
And they say it's the sound as well. They say
sound's different.
And they say the sound is different and it's better for us.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So I quite like that with the guests, when sometimes when they're coming in, especially if it's new guests, I put on the vinyl record and have it playing as they come in.
Yeah, we stay in a place in Scotland that has a massive collection of vinyl records, and they've got a really old player.
Oh, wow.
And you put them on, it's all scratchy and everything, so it's great, deal. And you just sort of think, it's wonderful. So, listen, if somebody wants to come and find you here in Broadstairs...
Well, you can find me at Tide for Therapies.
Yeah.
tidetherapies.co.uk. And if they want to know more about storytelling and my BnB, they can contact me through, I suppose, Instagram.
Right.
At Carina Cohen.
Lovely. And you're there. And you're also doing, you've got lots of other things. Like, say, you You've got your CD, you've got your book, you've got the BnB.
Yeah, but I mean, they're kind of hobbies, really. They're hobbies,
but it's
really.
all part and parcel
but they
of
may,
you,
they
isn't
may
it?
come to light one day, you know. But I've never really been commercial that way. I've always kind of had like these secret dreams, secret missions, and they will come to pass. I'm quite relaxed about it.
No, brilliant. Well, listen, thank you for chatting today.
Oh, well, thank
And
you for taking the time out and listening.
Thanks for giving us an insight into, like the things that you do. Would it be possible?
Yeah.
Could you put on a little bit of your music?
Okay.
Would that be all right? And we could just finish, and I can finish with that playing.
Oh, you're very sweet.
I think that would be lovely to do.
Time he's really gone. I don't know what I did wrong. All I know for now is that he's gone. So what you've got to do is learn to forgive. Love all you know. Find peace in your heart. Let him go. The magic can find you. He's gone. This time he's really gone. I don't know what I did wrong. All I know for now is that he's gone. He's gone. He's really gone. I've let him go. Now he's gone.
Thank you.
There you go.
And you sang along to it as well?
Yeah.
So we had the CD
harmony.
and you and giving the harmony to it as well.
Yeah.
Listen, that's a really lovely way to end our
thank
chat
you.
today.
He's gone.
So, he's
Barry's gone now.
and there I've gone. No, that was brilliant. So thank you so much for that.
Oh, it's such a pleasure.
That was a really nice way to end. So
Good.
excellent. And like we say, we know how to get in touch with you,
Yeah.
etc., etc. And I really thank you for your time today.
Oh, go to me in a moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Broadstairs Life today. You can follow us on various social media platforms and also podcast platforms. Thank you again.